safe. He holds the loud of my love, safe in his protest, careful as a boy with a bubble and a sword. He ain't nobody's boy. He be drumming my blues away. He a man. Mama, I got me a man. Ain't afraid of my blues. Monsters ride with me, telling me to forego tomorrows. Say, death the best rest yet. He be daring them demons to take off their masks. On my darkest days, I turn off all the lights. I wrap up in a robe like I am something to hide. He say, baby, please, you ain't got to change a goddamn thing. Play. We were 12. Hands and feet raced to tree. Safe base was easy to find. My ponytails flew wild in the wind. Your shoelaces came apart. My long legs, your pants too short. What did we know about running into the breeze? Our necks wet from damp grass, we stayed for hours, blowing wishes into the air. What did we know about passion, about dreams, about the magic of our tongues, about that time gone so fast? Are you the same boy I kissed under the willow tree, my fingers crossed behind my back, your knees knocked so loud and free? For Layla Alcorn. Layla, Layla, for the way your name gives my mouth permission to sing and smile. Layla, I will call you a girl, a she. I will so address in your honor. I am sorry you had no place you felt comfortable falling your shoulders, humming your butterfly of a name, fingering your path through the sand of a world. What an ending to the beginning of your life. Yours. I will listen as tribute to you. I will care. I will cry. I will fling these useless tears to sky. I will why for you. I will how come in your stead. I will pull hair and hold heart for you and the next boy or girl who feels trapped in this box of an earth, judgments too rigid, rules too tightrope to tippy-toe. Layla, sweet Layla, rest Layla, fly. Love letter. What do you think when I say kiss? Do you remember my arms, my everywhere fingers all underneath and above? If I whisper and you do not hear, will you pretend I am jasmine, strawberry secret, mouthing fruit for you? Do you think my words are always sweet? I can be bitter, you know. I can be easy on top, all this fight down below. I can be shark. Hold you in my teeth until I feel like letting go. I can be tea, you know. All peppermint and good for you. Want me to lemon on your cuts? I can ginger on your face. Do you like ginger? Do you like prayer? Do you like the sound God makes when God sings to put God's self to sleep? Do you like blues? Do you like white sheets? Do you like muddy on white sheets, taking off blue jeans? Do you like this love so good, this sleep so sleep, this skin so skin? Do you love all this good, so good? True. Remember when love was puppy? And we passed notes printed in black Crayola because we couldn't cursive yet. And romance would begin at first bell, and the simple game of tetherball would cause it all to end. But by lunchtime, our broken hearts would mend. This love like this. I want a love that does not seek to own me, but is big enough to. A love with hands that reach to hold my hunger, a mouth that carves its name into my skin. I want a love with tongue, with throat, lungs that taste my teeth. A love to hear my whisper. I want a love with feet, toes, nerve enough to dance early into the morning, long as a kiss, slow as thunder, hot as water. Love me with nose, scent me before sight, put elbows into this love, love me with thighs and knees, with calves, with back like bridge, with pinky like promise. Undone. You are a hurricane, a deluge that spins me into a reverie I cannot become undizzy from. Let me unfear, unmake this mess I made. I am embarrassed of the hungry woman I became, all the sharks I swam with, just to fill teeth. Chump change. Oh, woman say, girl, don't waste your time on no 25-cent nigga. I say, look at here, I don't even know no 25-cent niggas. She say, yes, you do. Math. What is the distinction between sex and fucking? What does it matter whose name I call out loud? What is the difference between going and coming? Between dancing and dying, staying and standing, lying and losing? Does any of it matter anyway? What separates head and hearing, sacrifice and sucking, Sunday and Monday? What is the difference between terminal and temporary? Between me and you? Hands. These hands clap to the rhythm of your coming. Coming closer, reaching, digging in deep, rolling in the river. I want to get to know you better. I want to braid your eyelashes into mine, our foreheads touch, our fingers clasp, as we stand on the front steps of the White House and demand a ceasefire in Gaza. Together, you and I, these hands, yours and mine, hold one sign that screams love for all. Touch. This is a love I never have to be moved to mood. You weaken me like washing machine. My stomach flips, spins, dances every time you call. I drown in your luster, then come to surface just to die again. Offering. I will sit with you. There in your cave, the same wind will blow over our heads. We will whisper praise to the dirt, to the sky, to the God. We will pray together sweet and simple prayers made from our tears. Thick with our blood and sweat, we offer our empty selves to be replenished. All this beauty full we give. Friend. You can call me with nothing to say. Your silence scream as breeze, and I will listen to your heavy breath on the line. I will read between the sighs. I will not figure it out for you. I will sit in the suckiness of sadness with you. The love is in the listening. When you are on the verge of losing your mind, when your fists are raised, even at God, I will hear you. I will pray with you. I will fight and scream with you. I will hold the garbage you want to dump. Your trash will not be too heavy. Your worries never too burdened for my lifting. Wallow, curse, tear, I will cover you to the other side. I will not rush you. I am not afraid of your tears. Your anger and your fears will not push me away. I am a mountain, a gorilla, a tree, a rock, a brick, a goddess, a lion, a vault. Tell me what you need. Call me by name and watch me come running. Babies to now. We buy Friday ice cream smiles with food stamps, and we ain't shame because you need Friday ice cream smiles to survive. With each lick, we taste our mama's deferred dreams, visualizing sugar at the end of the cone. Present. There is always someone, even when it seems there is no one. There's always a bridge, a sign, a voice, a whisper. There is always a way, even when it seems there is only murky water. There is a light somewhere. There is a path, a rescue, around, away. Genes. There comes a point in a woman's life when we stop to ponder yesterday. The transformation from then to now, and the people we've met and been along the way. The prompt of the musing comes in an array of fashion, an old photograph, a familiar scent, or the recent exodus of a lover whose footprints led us to the father whose humanity broke our hearts first. Spring cleaning is when it happens to me. When finally I give those favorite pair of jeans fashionably faded perfectly at the knee to the local Goodwill, Salvation Army, or my favorite niece. You see, this time on I will not convince myself that one day they will fit again, or make my butt look quite the same again, or that I will suffer to commute myself to the woman bygone again. These jeans will not ever kiss these lips or hug these cheeks again, and the beauty finally is that I don't want them anymore. They are not quite big enough to hold the woman I am today. These jeans belong to a girl whose favorite song had more to do with how she could move to the bass and what she could learn from the lyrics, and she wore them well. Model thin with flawless skin. Is a good girl who compromised until sacrifice became her addiction. I am not so flexible. They don't fit me. Not anymore. Still love. We can talk about love. Even still. On this land, we can still love and smile. We can still us. Can still human. Can still beings being happy still. We can still beautiful even though. We can still remind each other how whole we are already. We can hold hands and dance. We can still dance. On top of all this war, we can still kiss with big love on our tongues. Bebop. Remember when I wrote that poem about the way you drum me to sleep? And then we wake up, and I grits and eggs with you so Mississippi. And afterward we moonshine so sloppy. We do up so shooby-doo. Could we ever sing so free? Again. That way. We lie complex as brick on a New York building. We will always be here arm to arm. Our feet touch like metal fence. Our bellies bounce in unison under the glow of moon. Our backs sweat from the sun. We weather storms and dance in the rain. We wash clouds, pray ribbons in the sky. Together we be here like this. Close. I almost finished a poem. Almost got dressed. I almost untethered my spine from yours. I almost didn't think of you at all. This kind of miss. Distance has not cured the taste of you on my tongue. I still reach for you. Time has done nothing to disappear this longing. Remember the chaos of our love. The miles apart we're supposed to solve. All the hobbies, the painting, the poetry, the puppy, the lover, all make me think of you. Wrap me up again. What is this? This cacophony of sounds and similes, secrets and sortas, the hummingbird, the butterfly, the bee, even the moon all follow me. I keep falling in and out of hope that I will ever love like that again. forever unfinished. I am a pistachio cracked a little, waiting for you to open me up. I smell you on me. Sometimes afterward, I take a moment to remember, to inhale, to close my eyes, and even in my remembering, it is good. Drift. It's the fingers for me. The gentle squeeze you try so hard not to break me. But I was broken before you came. Are you leaving? Pieces of you behind for me to smell and celebrate. You're coming. Word. The first draft of a poem should be scribbled in a mind that knows its body ain't free. All that truth should feel like gallstones, like a bag of rocks on fire in your belly and gotta come out. Don't, then you die. Don't, then the whole world ain't safe. Ain't that a poet's job? Sweep this world up clean as it can get. A poem should be ugly. Should start off wrinkled, loud, innocent, and bloody. Should taste like Flint water. Should be dense as Georgia dirt, opaque as LA sky. A poem should leave traces all over your carpet, all up on your couch. All these babies dying, some killing their own selves, women missing every day. Police ain't never been no good. Even a happy poem got pulp. Even a love poem got seeds. A poem should have lines carved out. Should ask a question it can't answer. It should solve an old problem. Should dare you to dream a world outside your little old lives. Should make you remember that hell is here. Heaven too. Heaven right here too. A poem should tell you that ain't no life easy. My grandmother, 5 times great, was a slave on this good land. Probably picked cotton, probably forced to have some white man's child, maybe died tied to a tree, never knowing her own good name. A poem should take you back, make you wonder if your nightmare ain't really a memory. A poem should sit with you on the bus stop on a rainy night and wonder if Jesus see all this, should ask what's taking him so long. Oh, you ain't ready. Ain't ready to wonder if God and the devil had theyselves one good old laugh, I tell you. You see, a poem should offer you its hand to squeeze while you release boils and flesh and clots, one story at a time. Us. Daydreams are dangerous in my crawling fingers. Daddy long-legging up my sides. Time is like red on my palms, melting marrow in my bones, and there is me. And too many hours unattended left to my imagining laughter. So easy this us makes sense. Who else would we hold this free until grits and eggs day break biscuits, buttery go bad. We blanket the morning sun, enough is still to come. Thigh on thigh, mouth on neck, like it always begin this way. You hum melody and I serenade. Stevie Wonder, Luther Love, midday, morning, before supper, after. There is always a ready, itchy for thee again. We are the softest place we know. We separate and then gallop to reconnect. I am too classy to teach my sex on open mic. I'm too together to put my pearls before the sign-up sheet. Ever peppered, Laurie's Louisiana rooster. Fire love comes simple to seasoned women. Relax in my Mona Lisa until I unveil the Basquiat. Watch this grown woman murder your Shiro. We Pac-Man, Super Mario, lovers go back so far, confidence come comfortable. We unlimited data, waiting to be stored. Appetizers, entrees, we are exhausting in my mind. Push. We learn to push love away through imitation. We saw early our fathers and brothers second us to their cars and gods. our tenacious rhythm of articulating our womanist sensibilities through double Dutch chants and house play with candy cigarettes. But why did we have to choose a struggle? Be black or be woman. Like color and pussy don't connect. Be gay or be Christian. Like love and religion ain't the same. Sex nasty or be wife. Like legs wrapped so squeezed around my man's waist. Say I ain't his queen. Hair nappy or bone straight. Like how steady my comb stick. Say whether I can fight a dog off of my back. What do you know about where our lives intersect? Like we can't have faith and be afraid. Like we can't forgive and remember how dirty you played. Like we can't be devil afraid of our reflections and look into our eyes at the same time and know how magnificent we are. And then nothing. I wish he lived. I wish he never got in the car that night. I wish the killer got caught. I wish I told him I liked him too. I wish high school didn't come with this. I wish I wasn't afraid to go to his funeral. I wish I knew which college he chose. I wish I could stop picturing the bullet in his skull. I wish he wasn't afraid. I wish he had a picture of me. I wish I had one of him too. I wish I had more than late night phone calls. Dear Jaha, breathe, let go, move on. Fluid. I am not a crooked, to be straightened like denim, like leather, cracked, old, folded. I am not a twisted, to be untangled and pressed straight, permed forever into submission. I am more a braid, a body split in three, wrapping around every part of myself to hold this goddess, this artist, this lover of all things with knocking heart or story to share. So what, I cry sometimes, the flowers don't mind. Every other somebody's black eye makes me weep. I am wired that way, I think. These are my tears, not yours. What never mind should it make you? I am not a broken, begging your repair. I have smile, I got laugh so loud and free. This belly shakes so up and down. All the funny that I've seen, you can't fix a not broken thing as me. Because love. I believe in love. And the thunder that happens when body meets body, knows itself as itself. Where rain keeps racing to grass in April, we do that. We reach and fall and dare to be bigger and more dangerous versions of ourselves. This is love. This is how God guides. Through this stomp, this mesh, clash, clang, this force we have so planet, so must, so magnet, we sticky together, so paste. Molecules cannot rest, feather in our gap, even when we are far apart. This is love. Far apart together. This is how we human. We are not devil afraid of how sky we are. We are bodies of water walking around, waiting to spill on each other, spill all the love, all the fire, ooze, lava, ice, blood, ready to rainbow all over this garden. Love more than more. Love is wet than water. Drip, hug all down my face to my neck, cross my toes. Love is preached than sermon. Fill me up with all this word, this feel good, this moxie to move. Love sun like Uraeus, swing rays like locks. Tie my hands, my heart to sky, my feet to cloud. Love song than guitar. then bass, drum, love swim, then waves, float, then feather, love forever, then sin, love free, then prayer. Body. My body is a map, freckles on flesh creating borders. You need a passport to visit. My body is a war. It has been conquered before. There were no soldiers, disciples, or cousins awake to protect it. My body has been rebuilt, limb by limb. The water is clean here now, but it is sparse. My eyes and teeth, my knuckles and nails are all small islands. My torso is a country. I pledge allegiance to its flag. Girls are safe here. There are no police, only nanas standing guard. My navel is the capital. Bills and laws are passed and rejected here daily. News at 10 every night. My feet are burning villages. My left hand revolts against the right. My heart has threatened to stop beating if the war does not end soon. My lips teach the men the stories of my clit, the history of my palm lines, all the fighting, music, and moods. Every once in a while it rains and all is quiet. And the guns are put away, and the swords are on the ground, and the food is prepared for all to come and eat. Black body, mountain, and free. This black body is a premonition, is a promise, a prediction of making free other bodies othered. This black body was othered, is othered now. This black body is intentionally in the way. This black body takes up space. This black body was talked about, was abused in nasty and turbulent ways. This black body was made fun of. This black body has fantasized of being ruler. Beware, because this black body did not show up to play fair or to play. All in a day's journey. I closed my sweater tight against my chest, rushed to the car to escape the cold, closed the door quickly, put the car in reverse, turned on the heater, then decided against the radio, chose the silence instead, chose the thoughts in my head instead, chose no thoughts at all, chose no sound at all, except the sound of breath entering and leaving my body, coming and going slowly, then deeper, then slower, than the sound of my tires on the street, the sound of the wind racing through my space, the sound of the other cars, the sound of pedestrians outside. There are so many sounds to choose from when you want to listen, when you want to know. So many sounds other than the 5 songs on replay. So many ways God speaks. God speaks through speed bumps. God speaks. God speaks through traffic jams. God speaks. God speaks. God speaks through silence. God speaks through graveyards. God speaks through grass. God speaks. God is always speaking, even when you choose not to listen, even when you don't want to hear, even God speaks. God speaks through rain. God speaks through thunder. God speaks through the mushrooms growing. God speaks. God speaks. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on my listening. Lord have mercy on my telling. Lord have mercy on my timing. Lord have mercy on my choosing. Have mercy on the trumpet playing. Have mercy on the jazz in the air. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy on my soul. Give grace. Give grace. Stall me out, God. Stall me out, God. Sing to me. Sing me to sleep. Whisper me to sleep. Play me to sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. You hear that? You hear that? You hear the drums coming in. You hear the feet tapping. You hear the heads falling back. You see the eyes closing. Have mercy. Have mercy. Heart heal eternity. My thumpingest muscle is made better in your forever. It recognizes you by smell. It smells and pumps blood. It beats and knows you by foregone tomorrows. It drums and knows invisible bodies. What bodies? We are spirits here, floating beings, drawn to each other's mystery, lost in the reverie of familiar. What skin? What lies and lust? What rivers and valleys to get lost in? This is me, baby, from lifetimes ago. Like I can't see, like I can't tell, like my pores don't open when you're in my space. This is us, baby. Like our hair follicles don't stand up itchy at the ready, ready for love, ready for getting down, ready for war. Ain't we always ready to throw hands? Ain't we always down for whatever, for making everything do what got to be done? Let my body, like my body, like my body don't know your body, like my spirit ain't got a body too, a mind too, a memory too, a fist too, like spirit don't carry a gun, a pen, a book, a sister soldier monologue on deck, like I ain't always got a knife in the pocket, like spirit don't wear jeans. Baby, where you been? How to love me. Add to the softness of my life. Bring flowers. Bring ease. Offer the sun. Smile when you are in my company. Let the breeze flowing between us hum the gospel of our grandparents. Let us lock into another level of something. Tell me your good stories. Listen to mine. Let's align ourselves with the fierceness of spirit, of song, of sound, of word, of the beginning. Take your shoes off and stay a while. Let's spin. Let's spin. Let's spin in the math of each other's blood and each other's daring, and be still and make fire and make life, make lava, make live, make love, make promises, pinky promises, skin promises, bone promises. Read to me. The first half of Roots will be fine. Remember when they sat under the baobab tree? Remember how big the sky? Love me like that. Love me big and out loud. Love me quiet as cloud. Love me rock as steady. Lift the love we have high into the whisper of wind. Let's shout Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. God is great. God is great. Love me like that. Love me. God is great kind of love. Love me easy like Sunday morning kind of love. Be a soft place to land. Be an easy ear to secret into. Be a good mouth to kiss. Be human with me. Figure this out with me. Be a present and consistent chest. Be a firm yes. Be an honest no. Be a steady hand to hold. Be a long and deep breath. Be a calm tone. Can I close my eyes when you drive? Are you who you are when no one is watching? Tell me your hard stories and listen to mine. Be an, be an installation in my life. Be large and immersive while being quiet and invisible. Be magic. Can you be magic? Can you friend? Can you be comfort? Can you be sanctuary? Can you be tea? Can you be music? Can you be yourself? Do you know yourself? Can you dance in the kitchen? Can you release worry of judgment and ridicule? Can you be safe? Can you be mountain? Can you walk softly? Can you just be? No diamond rings, no fancy things, just these sweet words. Just these words about the drive, long and silent, and about the memories that frolic my mind, about love, about the tea, raspberry and sweet. Just these words about my arms, wrapped around me, only love, only ease, only calm, only finally, only at last, only rest now, only sleep. The good book. When I was a little girl, I believed in the Bible, every word. I believe every word was every word. It is dangerous for a little girl like me to believe every word of a book like that. Believing every word of a book like that meant when Big Pam pushed me, there was another cheek to turn, because isn't that what it says? Isn't that what it means? Plus, I was afraid of Big Pam too, so wasn't that convenient? Believing every word of a book like that meant Reverend Hunter's tongue on my young mouth in my young mouth over and over, in my young mouth over and over should be forgiven over and over, because isn't that what it says, 70 times 7? And so I never told, and so I kept forgiving. I was never good at math. Believing every word of a book like that meant sins are punished. Every sin, even the bad thoughts, even bad thoughts, even the bad thoughts. But bad thoughts kept coming. Bad thoughts sex, bad thoughts fear, bad thoughts hate, bad thoughts run away. When I got a spanking, it meant I did something bad, because I heard big people say something about sparing rods and spoiling children. It meant I was bad. So sin, right? So punishment, right? So burn in hell forever and ever, right? So repent and Jesus will forgive, right? But forgive what? Repent what? What did I ever really do? Can a child repent a parent's bad day? Are Once my little sister started the truck while I sat in the passenger seat, and my father was standing at the porch talking to my grandmother. My sister was driving the truck. She was so little. She was too little. She was too little. My dad chased the truck and caught us before any damage was done. She was too little. She was too little. She was too little to be spanked with a belt, so I was beaten instead. But I was only 4 years older, but I couldn't drive either. My dad said I should have stopped her. I still remember lying on the bed, looking up at him in fear, screaming and crying. And so wait, not just my sins, so my sister's sins too. So being the oldest meant doing her hair, doing her chores, taking up for her at school, and taking her beatings too. I never read that in the book with too many rules already, but okay, I could never keep up, so I stopped reading. So I got older and cut my hair, so all my glory was gone, or however the scripture goes, so I was a sinner. So I stopped going to church as soon as I could. So now the only tongues in my mouth were the tongues that I welcomed. I welcomed tongues. I wore shorter dresses. I listened to all the music. I made new friends. I wrote new poems. I told new stories. I drank wine and danced late into the night, and it was good. And I finally found myself. I finally found God for myself. I finally found God in myself, and I loved her, new and for real. The end. Peace, y'all.